Let's go live. Awesome. So we are live. Yeah, welcome everyone. Today we'll be learning Meteor.js. I used to work in a Meteor.js. Environment. Welcome everyone. And today we'll be trying to see the state of things, trying to understand what's up with Meteor, what changed, did they introduce something new or not. I'll try to explain a little bit of what Meteor.js is, how can it be helpful, and what my problems were with Meteor at that time. Because this was, I think it was late 2017 or 2016 even. So it's 6 or 7 years ago, last time which I played with Meteor.js. I don't even recall what version it was. Maybe it was a first or second version, stuff like that. But quite a long time ago. I mean, literally, that was a very long time ago. So today the plan is mainly to do their tutorial and recall a thing or two, optimize them, see where we can use Meteor.js, what are the benefits, what are the drawbacks, and so on. The first thing though, which is interesting, is during that time, it was only JavaScript. I see here application JavaScript or TypeScript, so that's a huge improvement. Having TypeScript as a possibility. Let's see if it's possible though to create a project in TypeScript. So as an engineer, you don't have a lot of options. You open the documentation. So what do we have here? We have a quick start. We have resources. So this is the documentation part. Yeah, let's see the tutorials first. Okay, so start to do app. Okay, that's nice. So we can use React, Blaze. React, yeah, it's a well-known UI. I wouldn't call it framework, it's a library. Vue as well, quite similar in approach with what the React does. Blaze, it was the old template engine of Meteor. I think during that period I was using Blaze. Svelte, I have no clue what Svelte is. So yeah, let's try to open this stuff. Blaze. Okay, so Blaze. Yeah, let's go back. Is it possible? I don't want to go with Blaze. So yeah, let's go back with tutorials. Why so slow? Yeah, let's see what Svelte is. The Meteor Svelte tutorials where you can start learning basic Meteor with Svelte. Before you want to know more about Meteor, check our website with the tips. So what's Svelte? Edit on GitHub. Yeah, let's see creation of the app. So let's see Svelte. Looks like it's a template engine. Yeah, quite similar with Blaze, where what I recall, I forgot the name. It was Jade or Pog. There was a popular, or Handleboss. Those were the common, let's say, template engines for Node.js during that period. So this one by syntax looks quite similar, and though I see it has some component structure, so that's also interesting. So UI, apps, world, app container. Interesting. Anyway, so yeah, let's go with something popular. and let's go with React. So for this tutorial, we'll be doing React. Maybe we'll go to Svelte. There are so many libraries right now. It's getting tough. Okay, so what we'll need to install Meteor, and to run it, we'll do Meteor. We have some change logs. We don't care. Recommend you check out the tutorials here. So creating the app. Okay, so that's the command to create a prototype, and this will be the React application and so on. So probably, yeah, we'll be following these steps: mobile hooks, collection, form and events, deploying. Yeah, I'm not sure about deploying if we'll do it, or probably we'll do it. We'll see. So for now, let's go step by step and create our project. So we'll be doing that in our application. I've created a library, but yeah, probably will make sense to create something from scratch. So I don't know, to do React Meteor. Maybe let's call it like this. I think I played it a little bit, and Meteor unfortunately doesn't support latest versions of Node.js, so works only with the version 14, if I'm not mistaken. So I've installed Meteor already, so I'll skip this step, but I'll try to simple to do React. Wait a second. Yeah, probably I shouldn't do that. Yeah, let's me create it like this. Okay, so here is a problem. I think I have a little bit too much. Okay, Meteor. Yeah, let's remove everything related to Meteor. Simple to do React. Let's create it from scratch. Okay, good. We're doing it from scratch and try to run it. Active plugins, not yet running. Starting your app, starting MongoDB. Awesome. So let's see our browser. Yeah, probably I'll need to open a new one. It doesn't want to. Okay, so it looks like we have a little bit too many. Yeah, let me close a bunch of them. And I'll keep here the local host. So yeah, we have our application. So click me, you've passed the button 10 times, so it looks like it's a simple button. Yeah, let's check out a little bit the code and see what exactly did this stuff do. Okay, so we are here. Looks like we have cancel. Yeah, probably should open a new library, not library, but a new VS Code, or I don't know. Yeah, probably I should do it like this. Okay, so code. Like it doesn't want to open it. What's wrong? Yeah, that's quite interesting. Yeah, let me close everything. And try from scratch. Laboratory. Okay, so we have simple to do. let's open it like this. Yeah, that was interesting. Not clear why it didn't work the first time, though doesn't really matter. Yeah, let me organize my stuff. I want this to be here, and this will be here, and go back here, select a window, and we'll be sharing that. So F11. Okay, awesome. So now this stuff works. So yeah, that's the structure of Meteor project. So we have client, we have main HTML, main JSX, where I guess the application will be rendered. We have imports, we have API. Though this is not actually TypeScript. I guess we'll be following for now the application. We'll see further on. So we have a couple of components, React components. I didn't work with React till now, so maybe I'll have a little bit of troubles. We'll need to learn a thing or two, though I don't think it's a huge deal because they are quite similar. Okay. So it looks like we have some possibilities to align things here. Collections, we have node modules, we have the server. Okay, so on the server page, we have the Meteor startup. If we don't have any links in the links collection, looks like we will insert a couple. So do the tutorial. Probably we'll clean up everything from here. Very likely. Okay, so we got to the first step, and let's go to step number 2. So step number 2, first thing we created our application. Step number 2 will be to see what do they want from us. Okay, so let me close this and this. We'll need to create a task component. So yeah, let me put it like this. So let me show what's expected from us. So they want from us to create the task component and then create some simple tasks. So I guess, yeah, let's fastly do that. Okay, so we have in UI, we'll need to create our task component. Probably will be better to just copy paste something and then rename. So it'll be kind of task JSX. So what's the structure usually? So kind of, as I see, you create a form of a class, then a closure. Then inside we can have multiple. Then we can add some events. Okay, so I assume, okay, they import React here, but what's the point of this stuff? So we just need to import it and do not do anything about it. Okay, yeah, anyway, so from us it's expected to do this. So we'll create the task part, step number 1. Then we'll show the task text. So we have a simplest component possible, I guess. Where we'll be passing a task object to this component as an input. And I assume we'll be doing something in app.js. Yeah, let's do a little bit of cleanup. I guess we'll not need this too anymore. And here we will not need this too. Yeah, let's try to import it. Task. Do we have an autocomplete or something? I don't see we do. Yeah, that's a little bit sad. Yeah, let me check. I think they recommended to install some Meteor. I think I do have them. VS Code Meteor. For this to work, you need to add JS config JSON. You have already. Okay, so let's JS config JSON. Okay. Yeah, let's try to add that. I assume. Oh. I think they added that already. So what do we miss? Compiler options. Check JS true, JS6 true, React base URL, base path. Do we have target? No, we don't. And module common JS. Yeah, let's add this too. Maybe that's the problem. And exclude bower components. No clue what this stuff does for now. But I assume. Okay. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I just wanted autocomplete for tasks. How can I include a task component? I have Emmet. Maybe that's a problem with Emmet. Yeah, that's not clear. Okay, so yeah, anyway. Yeah, for now, I guess let's just continue our tutorial part. So yeah, in the tutorial, they just adds us a couple of tasks with some IDs. Okay, so stuff like this. And they want us to welcome to Meteor. So we just added some task objects. I assume we'll get them later on from some Mongo collections. So yeah, let's add this part here. Task. Oh, so if you do it like this, let me see. Okay, so that's good. At least we have some importing capabilities. So what this stuff does? So applies map. I have no clue if that's the right way to do it in. I don't know if that's the right way to do it in React. Because what will be the difference between this and a for each loop? Yeah, let's try first if this works. Okay, so let's use that. Meteor. See if this stuff works. Getting back to my stuff. Yeah, let me show you as well, guys. I guess that's the way. So first task, second task, third task. So looks like everything is going well. Yeah, so let's get back. Let's get back to this part, but I just want to see what for each does. Will this do the same thing? Looks like it doesn't work. Okay, why? Refreshing, Meteor. Does it have a compilation kind of stuff? Type void is not assignment to type React node. The expected type comes from property children, which is declared here in type. Okay. So looks like this stuff needs to return the children or the nodes. But for each, apply a function towards. Okay, so I understand why map is needed here. because in this case, map will return this, so it will return 3 objects, and everything will go well. So looks like everything goes fine in this case as well. Okay, good. So let's check next stages. They show us some mobile look. I don't care about mobile for now. Yeah, they show some compatibility with Edge, with other mobile application. Hot reload. Yeah, that will be a good module to add. So let me show you that stuff as well. So add dev overlay. So let's try to add this part. So hot module replacement. It's kind of node mon, or it's a little bit different. Let's see. Meteor by default by using React is already adding for your package called hot module replacement. This package updates the JavaScript module in the running app that were modified during the rebuild. Reduces the feedback cycle while developers can view and test changes quicker. Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, you should also add the package dev error overlay at this point, so you can see the errors in your web browser. Oh, so if there are any errors, we'll not see them by default. So we'll need to add this dev error overlay. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, let's add it. I don't mind. If they ask us to do it, let's do it. Okay, so let another Meteor add the dev error overlay. Okay, so successfully added import package to JS config file. So are they added into JS config file? Oh, they are. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, so we have a sort of a small type of application. Let's continue. So we added this part. We continue to step number 2 is to create a collection. So a collection, it's kind of a MongoDB table. And it should be in API. I see here they call it like this, collections, like API links in the example. I don't know if I like it like this or not. Let's follow the tutorial for now. So it will be kind of a to-dos. We'll do it in plural. Okay, it's not to-dos, it's tasks. Okay, so it will be tasks. So we'll be creating our collection tasks, which is a Mongo collection. So kind of it's an initializer. So we'll be able to apply probably MongoDB functions. Sooner or later we'll get into writing some queries for that part. Okay, so we initialize this part. Next thing, what we'll need to do, I guess we'll need to add some mock data by following the tutorial. So let me copy this part. So we'll need to find not client but server main.js. Instead of this stuff, we'll be kind of removing everything, and yeah, probably we can do it like this. Okay, so here it's not task collection, that will be just tasks, but it's still called task collection because tables in MongoDB, they are called collections. Yeah, we can do a little bit of cleanup here to have not this redundant stuff. Doesn't make a lot of sense. So whoa, that's quite interesting. So to explain what's going on, so this is kind of a sitting procedure where we are looking into the task collection. If there are none, so this task collection find that count checks if there are any tasks in the database. Then if there are any, probably will be showing the tasks from the database. I assume so. If not, we'll be inserting first. So here you can see here insert task, which does nothing else than just inserting an object. So that's the code needed to insert an object into the database. So it's unclear to me, where do we create a schema? Or does it support any schema? Yeah, we'll see further. So yeah, let's insert for this stuff. So we've finished this part, and then we'll need to add another package called Meteor add React Meteor data. Yeah, let's add that Meteor add React Meteor data. And what does this stuff do? Now comes the fun part. You will render the task using React function component and a hook called use tracker. So probably this use tracker, it's something very common in React or for React users. I didn't use it that much though. So yeah, anyway, and we'll use this use tracker, and we'll change a little bit our app.js sex. Okay, so let's do this part. So we have client, but not main. I guess it's imports UI app.jsx. So now, yeah, we have this task. Maybe I should have called it tasks. It would have been a little bit better. So yeah, what changed? We used the tracker function, and we, I guess this stuff does some checks like on init when stuff changed. Use tracker. Yeah, let's read a little bit what this stuff does. React 16 or later version of tracker requires React Meteor data. It doesn't say what this stuff do. I guess it's follows some changes in the collection, and every time there are changes in the collection, they will render it. I assume so. Yeah, probably, as I remember how Meteor.js work. Actually, Meteor has an overlay, or not like an overlay, but reads like a journal file, because every time when you insert something into a database, it kind of creates a journal log, and Meteor reads into that journal log and can show this pretty much in real time when we do changes. So that's a pretty cool feature. So I assume this use tracker, once there are any changes into this collection, we remove an item or we delete an item. I assume it will be re-rendered, but I have no clue how they implemented it. Yeah, probably we'll need to check this part. Do we have this running? Yes, we do. Let's see if our tasks are displayed. So yeah, indeed they are. So as you can see, we have first, second task, third task, fourth task, fifth, sixth, and seventh. Nice. Now to test our, let's say, theory, we kind of need to connect to that database. But for that, I'll be using probably a MongoDB database. Do I have RoboMongo? No, I don't have it. Yeah, I'll need to install a RoboMongo. RoboMongo, let me show you what exactly I'm doing. Yeah, I'm showing a RoboMongo. Robo privacy, free today. Yeah, it changed. It was not like this before. Okay, cookies, some cookies. TypeScript install on your computer started. Okay, so that's I need some free stuff. That used to be a free compare SQL export wizard. Yeah, probably it's not studio free. Probably they bought them or something. Grab a Mongo free Mongo client. They used to be free this part. Okay, so free Mongo client. Free MongoDB GUI studio. Okay, so I want free stuff. Install on your computer. Start your free trial. Switch to free edition at any time. Okay, so how do I install it? Buy now, resources, solution tools, aggregation. Yeah, a lot of cool stuff. Yeah, let's okay, I got it. So probably I'll need to extract this stuff and run it. Okay, so like this. Downloads. Yeah, I'll need to prepare it a little bit. Okay, so we have an installer. Require some space. Finish. Okay, default. Yeah, that's login register. No, I don't want to sign up. Why it's getting so complicated? I mean, I just wanted that. Too much stuff here. Yeah, let me see. Maybe I can. Yeah, let's see what do they use. Forms, methods. Yeah, let me see. Maybe they have UI client like NoSQL booster. Okay, so they do recommend some application. Awesome. So NoSQL booster. We'll be using this part because it's this studio. I used to use it when we were developing in Mongo, but looks like too many features, guys. I like it a lot when it was simpler. Now it's too complicated. I mean, literally, it's getting tough. Yeah, and this stuff, what do we want? Yeah. Up image. So what's up with the up image? NoSQL booster for Mongo. Yeah, try subsurface. Okay, so we'll need to change for up image. Okay, let's see. No. Yeah, I'm just trying to install a client for MongoDB. It's getting very tough. Yeah, let me see what do we have for app image. Okay, where is this stuff? It's in downloads. Okay. Construct create data that are supported by backend. How to run an app image. Simply make. Okay, so it's simple. Very simple. Plus a or a plus x, and we will run app image, and then we do this stuff requires fuse to run. Yeah, that's complicated. I mean, okay. Let's see the tar gz part. So we will need this stuff to be NoSQL boost. Okay, NoSQL boost. And we do NoSQL boost Mongo. Oh, good. Yeah, so it looks like we are getting somewhere. New connection. Okay. Save and connect. Yeah, looks like it's not like this. Options, output panel, change theme, light theme. Okay. So yeah, let me show you what I'm seeing, because I finally managed to install an application. It took me half an hour. Okay, so let me add another window capture. So this one will be this NoSQL boost part. Share. No, not this part. I don't want this. I want, I guess, this stuff. Okay, so it's a little bit too big. Okay, good. So now we see this part. But we lost me. Move to top. Okay, good. So I'm also back. Yeah, now we'll need to kind of connect to our application and try, first of all, to make sure we remove stuff, and this will be automatically propagated. So yeah, let me remove everything, and I'll be installing. So that will be localhost and Meteor. Probably that will be the database. Yeah, let's follow the tutorial. Okay, so let me organize a little bit here these things. So this will be Mongo, this will be this stuff, this will be this stuff. Okay, we have this, and this. So localhost name. Oh, so we are actually not connecting to the MongoDB specifically, but we'll need to connect to this 301 server. So they have a different service. So yeah, let's do that. So it's not like this, but it's 301. And now we have our database finally. So we have, can I zoom this? No, I cannot. That's unfortunate a little bit. But we have two collections here. We have links and we have tasks. So I assume if I open this stuff, I assume if can I delete one? So I want, for example, to delete the I don't know, fourth task? Seventh task, no, not seven, but fifth task. If I delete this fifth task, I expect here to be removed automatically without refresh from that part of the application. So yeah, let's try to do this test. So first, if we go here, we see all of our tasks. If we go back, yeah, let me rename this and call it Mongo. So if we go here and now remove, can I remove it? Remove document. So I'm removing the fifth task. Okay, cool. So I've removed the fifth task. Now, if we go back into the browser, I still see it here though. I was expecting to not see it. Oh no, actually no, we don't see it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. So it's removed. So kind of my theory works as expected. So imagine how cool this stuff is. We removed it from MongoDB, but it's automatically propagated here. So that's a pretty cool feature of Meteor.js. Okay, guys, sorry. I looks like we have some people actually watching. I was not reading the. Can we build mobile application using this framework? Yeah, totally. So sorry. Yeah, sorry to not reviewing this. Yeah, that's a little bit embarrassing. I'm not reading your comments, so hopefully you're still with me, guys. But that's nice. Yeah, and also probably I'll need to change that that part of the application. So creative Mahed, yeah, it's possible to build mobile application with it. Okay, good. So we have all of our components so far. So yeah, now I guess we are ready to literally build some stuff. So yeah, let's get back to the coding part, and we'll be building the application. Yeah, the funny moment when you are streaming and you do not expect anyone to join, but still people are writing messages, so that's a little bit embarrassing. Yeah, good. Okay. So yeah, we have this part. We did initialize tasks. We did this part. We initialized the tasks. We rendered the tasks. Yeah, we did this part. We connected to MongoDB. We removed this step. Yeah, so now let's create some forms. Let's create some forms. Okay, good. Okay, so task form. So this will be a new component. So let's create it. I'll just copy paste this part. I'm not really in the mood of typing a lot, though it's still useful. So let me close this one. So we'll be creating the task form. So let's add task form.gsx. So what do they expect us from this? Use state. So useState comes like a component from React. So we'll be adding a new task. Okay, so we did this part, added it. So we'll need to update. Okay, so yeah, we'll need to update the app component. So probably here we need to add this task form. Yeah, here is interesting stuff. Maybe we don't need it like this. We can close it like that. Does it work though if we do it in Emmet structure? I think works like that as well. But yeah, doesn't make sense. We are writing a little bit too much. So yeah, we added our task form. Yeah, let's firstly check our results. Yeah, so our results, simple to do. Yeah, we do have this stuff. Doesn't look very pretty for now, but we don't care much. So add a new task. Yeah, it doesn't work. It doesn't work yet, but okay. So we'll see in the future. So let's proceed. We added our form. Yeah, now it's expected from us to update the style sheet. Which for now we'll need some margin at the top to the form doesn't seem of the mark. This is a task form. Okay, so let's firstly add some okay. Now let me do a little bit of order in this. So I want code to be first. So you'll be order move down a little bit. So I'll code first, browser it will be second, and this stuff will be third. So if I close this, yeah, that's right. So it's expected from me to add this part in main CSS. Yeah, let's open main CSS. Where is the client? Main CSS, task 4, margin top, 1 rem. And let's see what do we have in the browser. I have no clue. Did it change or something? Maybe it changed a little bit. Probably. Okay, let's continue. Okay, add submit handler. Yeah, now it's a little bit more complicated. We'll need kind of to send our text and submit our stuff. So here it's an interesting stuff. If we are looking at the documentation, yeah, let me show you because this is important. As you can see here, we are kind of importing this task collection, and from UI, we are kind of inserting somewhat directly into the database, which is a weird stuff. Literally, that's a quite weird implementation. Usually you'll not do that because that's, let's say, security issues, but still, yeah, let's add this part and see where we'll get. Okay, so we have task form. We'll need to paste everything here. So let's read a little bit about this code and see what's going on with it. So it's our component the same. Use state. So this stuff kind of creates a state where like a global variables. Does anyone know what this stuff does in React? That's interesting. I see it's used It's actually not used everywhere. Okay, so handle submit, that's fine. Prevent default, that's also fine. So we are creating an event emitter here. So we have our form, event will be on submit, and will be calling this function. So here, nothing fancy, simple JavaScript. We prevent default to not send using the post request, which is usually how a form is sent in, let's say, normal requests. If we don't have anything, we return. If we do, though, we trim it and we insert an object. And after that, we mark the text field with an empty string. So let's read a little bit. So we have the type text, we have a placeholder, we have a value, which will be text. We have on change. So how this stuff works? E target value. So what's E? So E will be the event. I don't understand this part of the code though. So I assume set text. On change. So set text will be calling this function or what? Yeah, let's play a little bit around and see, try to understand how this stuff works behind the scenes. Okay, so we have our to-do. So now we can add my task. Okay, so my task was added. It's the last one, so I assume it's sorted by creation date. Add another task. Another task was added. The third task was added. Yeah, I have no clue what's going on. I see some errors, but they were fixed. The third task was on. Yeah, let's check a little bit the application itself. Manifest, we don't care. Storages, cache storage, top. Memory, where is the code? Application. Reporting. Yeah, let me clean up fast, remove everything. Deprecate, delete one, delete many. Okay, so it's deprecated. Let's delete many. Okay, so I've removed all tasks. Task 1, task 2, task 3, task 4. So added a couple. Yeah, let's clean them up. Good. Anyways, yeah, I've added. We can remove, we can add, we can remove, we can add, we can remove. Play around with this thing. So yeah, let's continue. Okay. Show newest tasks first. Okay, so if we want to show the newest tasks first, we need to apply this sorting part. So that's a Mongo query. So you find where how this stuff reads in MongoDB. Here you'll insert the query. So you'll provide an object structure for your query. The second parameter will be a sorting where projection. So in this case, it's a sort. Projections means which fields we want back from our collection. So anyway, yeah, let's type this part. Okay, so we'll be typing this part first. So it's app.js collection find, and here we provide our options. So it will be sort. So created at -1. This means we sort them in descendant order. If we want in ascending order, it will be 1. So -1 and 1. This is the way usually how things are going. Okay, so task 1, task 2, and task 3. So yeah, we can check now that our components are shown in descending order. So we can add a couple more. This new task 4. Yeah, so we added a couple. Now we can safely clean them up. Okay, so we cleaned them up. Let's continue with our application. Update and remove. So yeah, we'll need to add a little bit more information. Okay, so let's read the checkbox element to your task. Okay, that's fine. We can add a checkbox. Be sure to add the read-only attribute since we're not using the onChange to update the state. We will also have to force our checked prop to a boolean since React understands that an undefined value is inexistent, therefore causing the component to switch from uncontrolled to controlled one. Write it, experiment, and see how the app behaves for learning purposes. For sure, yeah, that's a given. So what's expected from us? Task is checked. So I assume we have a new property which we'll need to add this in our collection called is checked. So yeah, let's add this part. So let's add this. So in the task, instead of just showing in this list stuff, we'll be doing a little bit more. So yeah, kind of we'll have a little bit more on checkbox click. But what's this on checkbox clicks? Where this come from? Task. Okay, so I assume task is task part. But on checkbox click. Okay, on checkbox click will be a function which will be sending. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. So yeah, I see where we're going. So we have this part, then we'll need to add this on checkbox click. So we'll need this, I guess, here. Toggle checked. Okay, so this is missing a property, add missing attributes. Oh, awesome. So it showed me that we missed stuff. That's really good. That's really good. Toggle checked. So we'll be sending this task key, task, and toggle checked. And toggle checked will be updating the attribute is checked into the database. So here it's a cool, interesting concept, which I'll need to tell. As MongoDB, it's a schemaless. You can create your application in some sort of dynamic form. You don't need to create migration iteratively and stuff. So you can add fields, properties on the go. which is extremely good feature when you are prototyping or creating proof of concepts. You don't lose a lot of time to just migrate it, change it again. So you can play around, define your application, your prototype, and once you are ready, I guess you can then add your schema and make it a little bit foolproof, design it in a smarter way. But for prototyping, this is extremely useful feature, so you can spin off applications very fast. Nice. Yeah, let's check the results of what we achieved so far. Let's add a new task, task 1. Okay, so we have a task 1, task 2, task 3, task 4. Okay, so if we mark this as checked, that's cool, it will be checked. Yeah, let's check what our database shows us. Okay, find ISO date. So as you can see here, unfortunately, it's, can I zoom it? Unfortunately, it's not possible. Maybe I need to tools, options, editor settings, font size. Yeah, I've increased the font, but doesn't seem to do much. Yeah, anyway, where it did a little bit. Yeah, it increased this part, but not this stuff. Okay, so let me show you in the database a cool thing. So we have our database part. As you can see, I've checked 2 fields. So only the ones which I've checked, they are marked with this attribute is checked true. The other ones, they are not. So we don't have these checked. So that's a pretty cool feature. We didn't need to run any migration or so. We just added that set new field in our collection, and it automatically added it. So that's really nice feature. Okay, so let's move on. We added here. So if I'll uncheck that, here a funny part, if I unchecked and we'll search it again, then the attribute will be there, but in this case it will be false. So this is what I'm calling that it's not like a schema protected stuff, because we have 2 possibilities. We have is checked true or non-existent, which is kind of fine in JavaScript. If it's it's undefined, or false, it's kind of the same property. But that's not really, let's say, good design for production application. So, but for prototyping, it's really useful. Okay, good. So let's get back to our code. So what do they want us to do more? So we added, next stage will be, we'll need to remove a task. On the lid, click. Okay. Times button. Okay, so on the lid, delete. Cool. Yeah, now we'll need to type a little bit. I just want to be more involved in the procedure of writing this code. So let's type a little bit. So let's add the delete feature. So first thing, I guess we'll need to add on delete. I think I've already messed things up. Yeah, actually it's not possible to do it like this. So that's the input we're not touching. Yeah, okay. So we will do the following on the lead click, I guess. How do they call it? On the lead click. Okay, yeah, that's how it's called. And here we'll add a new button. Okay, so added our button. I guess they call it times. And here it's on click. And on click will be on the lead click, and we'll providing our task. I assume that's the way to do it in React, but not actually like this, but we provide here closure. So we'll need to provide a function which does this. So our function, it's weird that doesn't request any parameters, but that's fine. And I assume here it's not complete, so we'll need to add missing attributes on the lead click. Oh my god, that's really cool. I mean, I'm really enjoying writing the code here. So const, click delete. Click delete. So we'll be sending, I guess, so we need just ID. Do we need anything else? I don't think we need anything else. On click delete, and let's see, click delete. Where we'll be sending the task part. Yeah, that's unclear. Yeah, just ID. I guess that's just ID, but it's unclear. Oh, wait a second. We'll be sending the entire task, but we'll be using only the task ID. Okay, that's clear now. So we have tasks collection, and we'll do remove, and we provide the ID. So that should be enough. Yeah, that should be it. So let's read again. We have our task component, which we are sending a couple of functions. Here we have our button. Once we delete it, we'll be calling this function, which is sent here. This is a little bit unclear, though. I mean, makes sense. Overall makes sense. Overall makes sense. Okay, so let's test if this stuff works. Okay, so we have our buttons. Awesome. Task 1 works, task 2, task 3. Add another task. Add third task. Add fourth task. Yeah, pretty fast. Fast application persisted. Man, really like it. I mean, for prototyping purposes, this is a really cool stuff. Fast application, reads, removes. Cool. Yeah, let's move on. Next stage, styles. Oh my god, that's I guess for styles are just copy paste stuff. I will not care at all what's going on. I never was good at this, so I guess let me copy this. I'll trust the styles provided by these guys. Maybe in the future, we're not in the future, but makes sense to look into stylus. Oh my god, look at this. This looks pretty nice, and also has auto reloading, so I kind of enjoying the way how the application is going on now. Yeah, let's see. So actually they changed a little bit the structure here. App.jsx, so let's edit this stuff. Mm-hmm. Okay, maybe let me do it like this. Okay, so we have an error. Okay, that's good. Oh, that looks pretty slick. Oh, what's going on? Yeah, there was a refresh. Oh my god. This looks pretty good. And kind of works. Task. Yeah, I like it. I like it. So far I like a lot this tutorial. I mean, filter tasks. Yeah, let's see next stage. Let's filter tasks. In this step, you will filter your task by status and show number of pending tasks. Okay, so we are adding a little bit of meat to our, let's say, application. Use state false. Show all hide. Okay, so it's from us. They want to add this part and this part. Yeah, let me copy this. Now let's add fastly this component. So what do they want from us? Here we'll have this filter, and we will need to add this state. I still didn't really get how to play with this state, but I assume it's something from React. Use state. Yeah, I'll need to read more about this use state. How does it work? What does it mean use state false and use state something? Feels like it's some form of way in React to create a global variable or something. Feels like that. So height completed, set completed. Let's see. So set height completed. Yeah, feel like it's sort of a global, but where it's towards some sort of local storage where it's in just RAM. But such a weird way to create a state. I mean, use state and you pass true or false. It's some sort of constructor of variables, but that's so. Okay, so height completed. I guess it's where the value is stored. Set height completed. It's a setter function for this stuff, or what's going on? Show all or height. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get this stuff. Yeah, let's see if this stuff works first, and then we'll do a little bit of research what this React use state do. Okay, so it's a toggle button. hide completed, show all. Hide completed, show all. Yeah, so React use state. What this stuff does. Okay, using the state hook. This new documentation page is modern React and include live examples. State component memory, use state. So is that new stuff or it's old stuff? I don't get it. Okay, so hooks are new addition in React 16.8. They let use state and other React features without writing a class. Declare a new state variable which we'll call count. Okay, so oh my god, that's I kind of this starts to make a little bit of sense. So you create a variable, you create a setter function, you provide what will be the setter function for this variable, and you initialize it with the default value. What will be the default value at first? Now this starts to make sense. Got it. And to do it in a class, it will be the state count. Okay, so yeah, that's let's say a verbose part on how it was before. Yeah, I kind of that's way clearer for me to understand what's going on. Though I do not see this set state where I guess that's a component from that's a method from a React component. So I guess this use state stuff is just a boilerplate. Okay, now makes sense. Yeah, makes sense. Okay, so we have a property. We have a setter function for that property because we need to call it, and we have a default state which will be false. And what that false means, it's hide completed. I guess that will be the default state. Yeah, it's hide completed. So once we toggle, we change the structure. Got it. Got it. I mean, yeah. Yeah, so let's update as well the CSS for this part to look a little bit better. Yeah, hide completed, show completed. Awesome. So filter task. Now let's write the code for this stuff. Filter tasks. So hide completed filter. Okay. Okay. I see where this is going. So we'll be writing a function to do that. Okay, so we have a application here. Here do they want something like const hide completed filter, which will be an object in the form like is checked, not equal true. That will be the filter. And here stuff like this. I guess they have a smart way to do it. Yeah, I really don't like it in this form, but the idea is we are using if hide completed, so we use this property, then we provide this hide completed filter. Otherwise, we provide a simple object. So that's the way how they write it. I mean, that's a way to do it. I personally don't like to structure the code in this manner. It's not clear, but this should work. So let's give it a shot. Task 2. task free. So let's test it a little bit. So if we do task 2, okay, so I guess, yeah, that's the problem with toggle stuff. Because you kind of, it seems to work, but it's counterintuitive. Because now if it's shown hide completed, actually it's hide completed false. So once you click on it, it will hide it. So this toggling part, I don't know. So for example, if we do this, yeah, nothing will be shown. That's quite fast. Really like it. So yeah, let's see what else. Meteor Dev Tools extension. Yeah, so we're getting into some cool stuff. See what it is in MiniGo. Yeah, do we need it for this tutorial? Yeah, that's install it on the Google Chrome browser. You're using this link here. So let's install it. Meteor DevTools extension. Okay, so I've installed it, and how? Yeah, just a moment. I'll be back. Okay, so I did install it on my Chrome. So now we should have Meteor. Oh my god, that's so cool. So we have subscription fees, performance, mini Mongo. Does it work though? Okay, so I'll need to refresh that. Bookmarks, DDP, connect, edit to tasks, performance, subscription, true duration, mini Mongo. So can I? So here I can see the database elements. Yeah, that's quite impressive. I mean, really like it. I don't recall they having this kind of stuff. Yeah, for prototyping and writing application, I think this could be a pretty good, pretty strong tool for sure. Okay, let's move on. Pending tasks. So we are adding some new application, pending task count, pending task title. Update the app component in order to show the number of pending tasks in the app bar. Okay. So we'll need to do some counting part. Okay. Ta, 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 ta. Two different trackers. Okay. Yeah, let's add this part of the application. So what do they want us? They want to count how many tasks we have and some titles. Where should we put this part? I guess here. No, I guess this should be here. Probably here. Probably here as well. They want us to do it in this form, h1. Guess instead of this, maybe like that. Okay, let's check the results. This looks good. Let me show you. So that will be the result. So we have a to-do list and a count how many of them. Awesome. Really nice. Yeah, so adding user accounts. Awesome. So we are getting into some, let's say, authorization features and stuff like that. Do I want to go through all this stuff, or do I want to? Yeah, let me check. Adding user accounts. Okay, so let's try to add them in this form. So adding user accounts. So for user accounts, we'll need to add a couple of things. So for that, let's get back to our coding screen. Let's get back to this terminal. Accounts passwords. So probably this means we'll need to add password support for accounts, login and password login stuff. And we'll need to install bcrypt. I guess bcrypt is will be useful for hashing the password, because no one stores the password in, let's say, text form in the database. That's a huge mistake. So bcrypt usually is used for that. Okay, so let's see what do they want here. So in main.js, we'll create like an admin. Wait, but where did we create accounts? Create user accounts. Or accounts part, it's already an Meteor.js. Find user by username. Do they have stuff like that? Config users. Yeah, let's see. I see a collection called users, but it's empty right now. So probably they want to use that stuff. So we have this Meteor startup. I guess that will be, let me add this seed username and seed password. At least we have some sitting part of the application. Yeah, let's add them here and here. If we don't have any account, we'll add this create user. But where these accounts are coming from? I see. Oh my God, it's provided by Meteor.js. So it's already there. So we don't need to create a collection like how to handle accounts. So it's already there. Probably it's one of these two which we added, like this accounts, passwords, and other stuff like this. So probably that's the one. Okay, so I assume we should have something in the database. Do we need to have tasks? Not tasks, but the users. Yeah, cool. So yeah, actually we have a user in the database. So let me show what's going on. Man, literally this provides tons of feature. So yeah, as you can see, it's created. So Meteor.js username. It has an ID, a timestamp, and username, and it has a password encrypted with bcrypt. So our, let's say, default password, it's stored in a hash form. So far, security-wise, more or less, I'm good. I'm satisfied. Though personally, I don't know if bcrypt is the right way to go. I remember there was problems on how this algorithm actually works behind the scene. Because the more you encode it or you decode it, the harder it become. Is it this one or is the other one? So for example, if you try to decode more time this value, it'll be harder and harder, and you can get to some sort of DDoS possibilities. But maybe that was a vulnerability, or I have some fuzzy things in my head, so they are not viable or actual anymore. Okay, so we added this part. We have a new user. That's really good. So probably next will be to create our login form. Yeah, let's add our login form. So we'll be adding a new component called login form JSX. Okay, so we are here. Let's review Meteor login with password, username, password. So I guess this is kind of a boilerplate part where it's the same for pretty much everything. But where do we use it? Yeah, let's see, require authentication. Meteor user. Okay, so let's see. Our app should only allow an authenticated user to access its task management features. We can accomplish that by returning login form component when we don't have an authenticated user. Otherwise, we return to the form, filter, and list components. First, you should first wrap the three components, form, filter, and list, in a fragment. Fragment is a special component in React that you can use to group components together without affecting your final DOM. It means without affecting UI, as it's not going to introduce other elements in HTML. Read more about fragments here. Yeah, let's read, I guess. So what's a fragment? A common pattern in React is for a component to return multiple elements. Fragment let you group a list of children without adding extra nodes to the DOM. So why do you need that? What's the benefit of it? A common pattern for component to return a list of children, take the React snippet. So we have a table, so we're returning this, we have some columns, blah, blah, blah. Columns will need to return multiple TD elements in order for the rendered HTML to be valid. If a parent div was used inside the render of columns, then the result will be invalid. Okay, so output of tr div td. Fragment solve this problem. Oh, I see. So we can create an abstraction, sort of. Okay, so it looks like you do not see what I'm seeing. So Yeah, I'm looking at the documentation of React now, learning, which results in a correct table output. Okay, so this is kind of a virtual component to group the other components into one without creating troubles. Okay, so short syntax is kind of this. Long syntax will be a React fragment. Keyed fragments. Okay, so there are different kind of fragments. Yeah, let's see what do they want from us. Yeah, for sure I don't like the structure, how it's formed like this. Though we don't have any other options for now. The application works, but it's getting too complicated, I guess. So I don't necessarily like that. I mean, I like things to be clearer, because when we have, if the user, it's hard to debug and it's not cool. Okay, anyway, yeah, let's get this stuff. So first thing which we'll need to do, I guess we'll need to use the tracker part. Okay, so user will be use tracker, and here we'll return Meteor user. I think that's the way to go. Yeah. Next, so we'll have our user, and next stage will be to create this blocks. I guess this is the main form of our application, but not class name main. Yeah, I don't know, because we'll be showing the pending tasks. I guess that's the business rules of it. I don't mind. So we'll have this. If we have user, then we do some stuff. If we don't, we show login form. And now this stuff, which it's, yeah, so we'll need to wrap it. Yeah, probably that's the way to go. Okay, so yeah, that's the way to do it. Login form. Yeah, I think that will be enough. So if we have user, we do this. Yeah, it looks like we have a typo somewhere. Okay, how this stuff works. So if we have user, then this. Yeah, let me copy paste it. Okay, guess that will be easier. So guess that's it. Okay, so we have fragment. I guess we'll need to include this fragment from React. So again, how this block is structured. We have a variable. If it's there, then we show this. But if it's not, we show this. Okay, so let's check. Do we have anything? Okay, so probably doesn't. I'll need to update it a little bit. Login. Probably I'll need to update a little bit the styles. Login form styles. Wrap your pairs of labels and put even to CSS. Okay, so this, wait a second, let's get back here. Return like this. And we need to add the styles. Let's add fastly the styles as well. And now we can check the results. Ooh, looks good. That's funny. That's my old company email. It's not valid anymore, but that's fine. Okay, so let's check if this stuff works. Meteor right. I forgot what's the password. So let's see what's the password. It's password. So Meteor right and password. Awesome. So we are in. So this stuff works. Really good. Okay. We are a step closer. Server startup. Find by usernames. User. So what's that? I guess we need the tasks to be assigned to some user. It's not like otherwise, yeah, makes sense. Okay, so we'll have this changes done. Accounts find by username. Okay, so cool. So what do they want us to do? Actually, insert task will have an user as well. So we'll have here. I think that there was something misses. Okay, so we'll have text. We'll have created at, which will be a new date, and user ID will be kind of user.id. Is it like this or it's underscore ID? Yeah, underscore ID, because pretty much all IDs in Mongo goes like this. Okay, so let's write this code. Now, guess will be like this. Const user will be accounts, find by username, set username. Okay, sorry about that. So if we don't have it, yeah, this doesn't make a lot of sense. Sorry about that. Yeah, probably we should put it here. Yeah, it's ugly, but what to do? Okay, so here for each task, so we'll have the task and we'll be calling this insert task with the task and the user on startup. So now pretty much, I guess we'll need to clean up our database. Okay, remove many. Not this I wanted, but I wanted to remove tasks. The function, wait. Find. Delete. Delete many. Criteria, okay. So it's delete many, it's not remove many. Okay, so that's interesting. So I've added, I cleaned up a little bit of database. So in theory, now if I do this, kind of I'm logged in. What did I want to do? I kind of forgot already. Yeah, I kind of need to restart my application, because on startup we'll need to add this seven apps. You see? Yeah, now it's fine. 7th, 4th. So yeah, this should work pretty good for mobile applications. Yeah, let's go and see. Yeah, but we didn't do it for iPhone or stuff. We didn't implement it for to be compatible. Okay, so we have this server startup. We implemented task owner. Yeah. Now you can filter the task in UI by the authenticated user. You use the user ID to add the field user ID to your Mongo selector when getting the task from mini Mongo. Yeah, that's let's copy this part. Okay, so okay, yeah, so we added that part. Yeah, but when we create, we'll need also to provide. Yeah, all that. Okay, so now we'll need to add the task form user. Where is the task form? Because we'll need to provide for which user we'll need to send it. So here we expect to have the user. Yeah, let's show the code. Yeah, it's not like this. We'll need to send it in this form. But why? Yeah, probably this is a simple way to pass parameters around. So you can send as an object, I guess, multiple things. No, I guess that's the way how React people do. Okay. Okay, so we added this part. Now here we'll need to provide a user ID. Here will be user.id. Provided the user ID, and let's implement the logout. So logout will be Meteor logout. So we have the fragment part. Okay. Yeah, let's check the results till this level. So yeah. Looks good. Yeah, pretty much looks good. Yeah, so an interesting topic, it's login with GitHub or Facebook, because that's a pretty cool feature to add. That's a really good feature. I guess we'll be adding this step, and we'll be wrapping up for today. So yeah, we'll need to add this part. Okay, so we'll need to add accounts GitHub. I assume they have with Facebook and Google, and also add the service configuration. Okay, so let me show what I'm doing. So I was installing accounts GitHub and service configuration. Account system, create login with GitHub button. Okay, so we'll need to create a new JSX button. So login GitHub button JSX. I think that's the way. No, it's kind of login with GitHub. So we have this. Okay, so I'll be copying pretty much everything, because we have some SVG, and it will be a little bit login style pop-up, request permission user. So yeah, we'll need to provide some CSS as well. And what else? Login form. Yeah, we'll need to add this button before our login form. I guess here. I think it's the first step. So yeah, GitHub credentials. So yeah, we'll need to register this application. Okay. Yeah, let's call this. Oh, this looks pretty good. So yeah, let me show what happens on UI side. So yeah, we'll need to register our application. So whatever application name. URL will be HTTP localhost 3000, application description, and callback URL. I guess will be some callback URL. But what will be the callback URL though? I don't get it. For both, okay. Homepage, your application name, authorization code. URLs, you can use this. Okay, so somehow register application, client ID. Okay, so what else do we need? We need to generate a client secret. We need to generate the client secret. Okay, so we need the client secret, client ID, and client secret. So we need this to okay, so we have this and this. Don't worry, I'll remove this application because it doesn't do anything. But here in main.js, we'll need to configure it. So let's copy this part. Okay, so it will be main.js. Absurd client ID. That was like a client ID. And this was a client secret. Yeah, you don't do this stuff. Usually you'll need to have a proper environment variable passing. But I don't care for now. I just want it to work. Okay, so we pass this stuff. Awesome, you now have a GitHub authentication configured. You can try login with your own GitHub account. Does it work already? So is that it? It was a little bit too fast. Okay, yeah, let's check. Shows that we are good to go. Oh my god, it did connect. It did work. So that's really cool. yeah, really liked this tutorial. I think I'll be stopping today on this. GitHub credentials, yeah, fixing display name. Yeah, so yeah, let's fix the display name though. That's a problem. Okay, so instead of this, user profile. Oh, looks like it works though. Oh my god, that's really, really good. So let me show everything. Task 1, task 2. So can I log in again? Yeah, and it works. Awesome. Really awesome. So pretty much we added login in a couple of hours. We managed to have a fully functional application. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff to do though there to play around to make it production grade. Though I'm impressed with how much you can achieve with Meteor. So definitely a strong tool to have in your tool set. And I think I'm good for the day. So thank you guys. Let's see. Maybe starting next Sunday, we'll be doing some project or application. Maybe we can start a company. Who knows? Yeah, let's start a software company. We're not probably a software company, but a technology company. Yeah, have a nice weekend. Wish everyone a nice day.